there, good morning, and I'm coming to you live from digital address GA09925339 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. We're also on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 144. You can also check out our live YouTube stream. It's Joy News Live. My name is Mapita Sibidi, and the name of the show is Joy News Interactive. I get to check out what's trending. I speak to interesting people, and talking about interesting people, as someone who's very interesting that will join me via Zoom right after this.
When you lie now. Hello my people, you are welcome to the program. Maybe I'm a tell by there was traffic in the whole town. More cars, so there's pressure on the road, but in all town, God, we made it here, let's get a show done. And I ain't sure you have to trim kakra. And you share generation, and you be kakra. Tiabo some ness and your money, they check me a trap. So I bet Jimmy Breno was and only yank kafra. Let's take a thought into the reason why there's more evil. I mean, the evil of the people going multiple. Even the children of today getting more ego. And so the sanity for people seem impossible. For me, I blame it on religion. The leaders do anything. The purpose of the teaching is for money, not the message. Nobody wants to listen to the word. Congregation just the word for the software sharing come, not the message. Or suffer fan is suffocate why so I worry. You speak against the act and they see you as satanic. Satan Timuman come on, ya no my engine. Or so I mean so me mania. Meda come man for body and go sit down next year. After a bona than a chrono jinko force country will hear anything in corner sorry I could finia mentia. Worship a pastor like an idol. Hotels Nadian pie ball. Yari nato collection the cotton man is up. I think it's time we rise up. Now my and Nina Hona yal touch a anointing why you pina fight all. Believe in God and not a fake pastor. The son of Yari TV soon with a paid actor. Miracle salvation is not the main matter. So hell I wait test out. This is a wake up call.
Okay, you better test my mean to me tight. My phone we have come so for my yam quine.
And yes, I need to already shraba mom. So men fed and come so for brow crew.com. Being safe is not about the kind of tight you pay. Open doors to your wealth, not the heaven's gate. Put your tights in the baker, no come and moya send now boo young kunipa every time you waste.
Make me so for what do I get reward of hate?
You will not if you do it for the applause of men. Would you do when you penny soon and minimua? Nipet your chain, yum soon ya mean fewer. Yes, so to cost nipa who monoko to crowd, do and sonya me any day.
Okay, tell us, how do we know these are the best teachings?
Time is up, let's discuss it in the next meeting.
Now that's Religion by a Ghanaian musician, Phrimpong, and he has started activities to roll out his informative springboard event dubbed the Possible Project. Now the event, he did this on Friday. The event which saw over 500 students to be JHS graduates in attendance and prepared for a positive interaction was a sight to behold on the streets of Ashtown. As students gradually trooped into the premises of the junior high school there, and he joins me via Zoom and he's going to tell me all about the Possible Project. Good morning, Phrimpong.
Good morning, Peter. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm doing fine. You're looking good this morning.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, before we start talk about the Possible Project, people want to know, where have you been?
Yeah, I've been around with music, other projects, just pushing my craft. Last year, I got a chance to be featured on Ahojo Las Vegas by Shatawale. I've had a chance to be on TEDx twice. So basically, I'm on this side of Ghana, Kumasi, pushing my craft and doing like indigenous hip hop. Yeah, so this is where I've been.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk about your Possible Project and what you seek to aim with it.
So I'm from Ashtown, and growing up, I got to realize that the community has been characterized by deviances and other stuff of societal misconduct. I remember back at school when you tell them you are from Ashtown, they have a certain notion about you, that you were a bad boy, you know. So I had a chance of being through this community. I went to University of Education where I graduated last year. And then I did my teaching practice in Ashtown, my community. So I used to interact with the kids in the community. I meet them around and I tell them, regardless of whatever talent that you have, you can still go to school. Regardless of whoever you want to become, you can still have your education and still become whoever. And then I realized that a cut across, it's not only my community that kids or students feel they just have to pursue their talent and forget about education. So I decided that I will do it. I'll channel it into a project that I will assemble kids into an auditorium or an environment, have a discuss with them, donate books or stationeries to them, and have an interaction with them and let them know that regardless of whoever they want to be, they can still pursue higher education and be whoever they want to be. Because at the end of the day, there are other musicians, other athletes, other actors and actresses who have been able to achieve that success. They've been able to go to school successfully and still pursuing their careers, and it's not being a distraction to it. So this is the kind of motivation. That is how it all started from. I just wanted to see kids from my community grow to be successful in their career whilst being successful in their education as well. Yeah.
All right, so tell me about the name you chose, the Possible Projects. Can you, let's dive into that. The Possible Projects. Why that name?
Okay, so I wanted to send a message out, and the message was that it is possible to be whoever you want to be with your talent intact, because there are so many benefits. So I decided to choose the Possible Project just so all the kids will know that it is possible to be whoever you want to be regardless of your talent. You can still be whatever you want to be with your talent and still be successful with your education. So I just decided to choose the Possible Project because I want to send a certain signal to every child in Ghana that it is possible to be whoever you want to be with your talent and your education as well.
Okay, and I understand you went to Ashtown because, that's where you grew up. So tell me how the first project went. That was last week, Friday. How was that?
Well, man, I must say, from the beginning, I spoke to certain media houses about the project and wanted to come cover. It's a nationwide thing that I want to do, but charity begins at home.
Yeah.
And so it only makes sense that I start from my home grounds and then I do it there before I push it to other communities in Kumasi and then Ghana at large. So certain media houses wanted to come cover, but I was a bit shaky because this is the first time I'm trying it. I've been planning it since last year, so I was scared. But the turnout was amazing. The turnout was so amazing.
Yeah.
And then all the schools they came, we ensured that all the kids were wearing their masks, and then we observed all the COVID protocols. I invited the ambassador for Ghana culture to come speak to them as well. The assemblyman from Asia, Mr. Kuku, he also came to speak to the children as well. They loved it, and then you could tell from the picture and the footages that came out, they were so excited. We made sure every single kid also had a branded exercise book that I made. So I told them that the exercise book is supposed to be a covenant between them. That anytime they pick it, they should remember that whoever that they want to be in this world, they should never forget their education, because at the end of the day, it's the education that is going to get them the icing on the cake. It's the education that is going to get them something that will be outstanding from what everybody else is achieving. Yeah, sure.
Okay, now, which schools are you planning on going to next? Or what's the next plan of action?
So after the first one, we've had calls from Bantama, schools in Bantama, a suburb of Kumasi. We've had calls from Asafo and its environs. But the truth is, the plan is to go to the deprived communities.
Okay.
So I need to be very careful. I knew, sir, before I realized that my child, you get it?
Yeah.
So I'm actually trying to target the deprived communities where they lack talent, education, they lack career guidance, they lack, motivation in their talent field and all. Those are my target areas. So I'm still talking to the team. We are discussing and seeing. The next one is supposed to be in Ashanti region because I don't want to move out of Ashanti region at once. I want to do it steadily. So the next one is going to be in Ashanti region, but I'm trying to target a deprived community. That is, I'm trying to target a deprived community and move to there and also synthesize them. Yeah. So gradually we will be moving to different regions, and before we realize, we'll be moving through the whole Ghana.
All right. Now, Phrimpong, if someone wants to be part of this project, do you have any details you can share with us?
Sure. So we've had calls from people wanting to come on board to support, but I'll put my manager's number out, and I'm on social media at Phrimpong Songs, just like it's on your screen. The Phrimpong is spelled Phrimpong. So you visit my social media platforms and interact with me there. And my manager's number is 0248 208 or you can contact 0244 814 Any of these numbers, if you contact, can get to reach me, and then we can interact. And I'm on social media platforms from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere you can contact me. Or even if they contact me too, they can get to reach me.
Oh, of course, definitely. They can contact me, and I will just, lead them in the right direction. But before I let you go, what other projects are you working on?
You said what?
I'm saying, what other projects are you working on? Like music-wise, what are you doing? Is there an EP we might see, a song you're working on right now? Are you in the studio? Phrimpong, are you still with me? All right, okay, it seems like we lost Phrimpong, but he mentioned the numbers, and you can also come to our Joy Entertainment GH or Joy News Facebook page for more information about It's Possible project. But before we take a break, let's listen to his song with Famir titled No Pressure.
When you're lying,
we are more than
Phrimpong.
Is a beer on a beat.
Then you want speed, but we day on the low and it still don't know. And we in 4 bands, so there be my air fresh like a chop load. Nothing I guess, so me shout out at me piano, get hope. Be sick and the cast and home man and the fans tell me my home. You move on this side, this side, no pressure on this side, this side, no pressure on this side, this side, no pressure on this side, this side, no pressure. Shall it 10K for your side about that part? O crash on me man samba. Fools like boy quack crab me fa can't me Jimmy white top ne jeans me cockra. Mercedes pick Antonina 4 ties. Rich guy, poor guy, we gon' all die. 6 feet to nobody gon' survive. Long guy, short guy, we can all vibe. Forgettable pressure, no masama dakra. I shall lie, this trip they are sacra. Obosi, you and it, they are sacra. And my will be a mame how, who kita kaki. Me want me fe, we be me, I will be there, Elevator crowd, me want me stairs, fast as they take the bean today, me want me get on this side, this side, no pressure on this side, this side, no pressure on this side, this side, no pressure on this side, this side, no pressure.
Mashe akata na makata kata meli. Boss who to me tell me she. Osha my swan you go see by day. So if I know say mente she. Coming on me mood deep you know. And to me rising me beep you know. Yeah. Me too a day my lane. Open the auto me a pimpinis. Pressure bang yeah. I send a yere wine gang yeah. Pressure bang yeah. Go papa man in breath yeah. Mate braga me speedy me. Can you woman marry me? Yeah, marry me. Baby for me a
Then you want speak we, but we day on the low and it still don't know. fresh like a chop loot. Chop loot. Nothing I get, so me shout out me piara get.
You're still watching Joy News Interactive with myself, Mapita CBD. Now it's time to check out what's trending on Twitter. And the top 3 trends is number 1, WhatsApp, number 2, Facebook and Instagram, number 3 is hashtag Facebook done. Because yesterday, social media platforms, WhatsApp, Facebook and Instagram, pretty much shut down, but they've been restored for users globally. Now, the 3 apps owned by Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg on Monday at about 4 p.m. all went down in a major outage. Now, earlier, all visitors to the Facebook platform could see, all they could see was an error page or a message that their browser could not connect. However, WhatsApp and Instagram apps continued to work, but did not show new content, including any messages sent or received during the period. Now, in Ghana, citizens started to connect with one another on WhatsApp at approximately 9:40 p.m. However, access was denied a few minutes later, but then the challenge was resolved at about 10:50 p.m. Now, users can access all 3 social media platforms. I mean, you should have seen some people, they were just trooping to Telegram. They were trooping to Telegram and also on Twitter because Twitter was still active and people were just like, what's happening with WhatsApp? I have some business meeting. I also have this. Chale, relax. It was just a few hours and see how you guys were acting. But our head of tech affairs here at Multimedia, Kobe Spike Nkrumah, was on Bits and Bytes on Joy Prime with Jay Foley and he broke down everything for us.
Was as a result of the DNS falling down, quotes and quotes.
Okay, please break it down, DNS.
Great. So when you go to a website, Facebook, Instagram, any website, and you enter the URL that you know, say jfoley.com, jfoley.com is what you understand, what you can read, but the computers actually deal with what we call an IP address.
Yeah.
So the IP address is a series of numbers separated by dots, and that is the actual location. You can use that, you can liken that to a postal address, right? So you've gone to the post office to send a package, which is essentially what your access to that website, and they determine the fastest route to get there. They determine, so people are thinking that a domain name service, which is basically the postal system, was what was not working. But it goes beyond that. There's something called the BGP, the Border Gateway Protocol. So if we were more than 4 people here, I'd have done a demonstration. So if you and I lock hands,
I'm an away.
Don't worry, just connect my hand like this.
I'm more than
you see how our hands connected? Yes. So if I'm a network, right, autonomous system, as we like to call it, but the internet is basically a group of networks, right? And I'm a group of networks. That punch that I gave you is a signal telling you that, hey, I'm here. This is Spikey's network. This is Jay Foley's network. Then we have MF's network, and then probably Ben's network, right? Now, you can't talk directly to Ben, because when you do this, you have an arm connecting to mine, and I have an arm connecting to Ben. He connects to MFR. So you can talk directly to MFR. But I can't talk directly. So that fist bump I gave you, you're telling me that you have a direct connection to MFR, and I'm telling you that I have a direct connection to Ben. So this is all our networks. That's the Border Gateway Protocol. Now, in the absence of, let's just say, your arm is amputated, I can't connect to you.
You can't connect with me anymore,
I will exist, you will exist, but I can't connect to you. And that's pretty much what happened. The connection between me and you was gone. So I can connect to everyone else, but I can't find you on the network. And that tells me that, oh, Jay doesn't exist. Even though I've been talking to Jay all my life, but the fact that we don't have that fist bump.
I know you can't probably take me into the real details, but how do you resolve a problem like this?
So it's actually I really, really oversimplified that situation. It's something that, and I told my friends, I need so many analogies to make this very simple. Facebook is like a 400-story building. It's a lot of networks, there's a lot of softwares, there's a lot of programs, applications, web servers, a lot of things. Now, you have Instagram owned by Facebook, you have WhatsApp owned by Facebook, you have Oculus, you have Workplace, you have so many things, and they're all running on that same 400-story building. Assuming that floor number 396 has a problem and we have to work on it, we can't pull out floor number 396, work on it and put it back. We have to get to 396 and then start working there. Now, let's just say in the process of working on floor number 396, we cut the power. From 397 to 400, nobody can go there via elevator. And let's just say there's a fire at the stairwell. Nobody can go past there, and nobody can go down. Essentially, what has happened is that we've cut off connection to everyone. The whole building is locked down until we, fix that situation.
That's what possibly happened.
Exactly. So, they were trying, these sites are big. There's usually a routine maintenance or an update that they're trying to do, and you have to very, very meticulously place that in there.
Yeah.
And make sure that, okay, yes, it worked. It's like cutting the cord of a bomb.
Yeah.
You know how very careful they have to
take
be
your time and
which wire you're cutting.
The green or the red one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, that's head of our tech affairs here at Multimedia, Kobe Nkrumah, speaking to Jay Foley about that. Hashtag Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp down. Now, because a lot of people went to Twitter, because Twitter was working. They went to Twitter to check out what was happening. And Dwayne official says, okay, Facebook and Instagram is back. You guys can leave now. You know, there's like a little war between Twitter users and Facebook users. The Twitter users, they feel like they are elite. They are better than everyone. And they're just more educated, more opinionated. And what's this thing called? Facebook people, they are the old ones. And they get the news a bit too late and all of that. So that's why Twitter people were telling Facebook and Instagram people to go back because it is back. Richard Collins says, we've all said for years that Facebook and Instagram are toxic and that they are ruining society. Today, Facebook and Insta have been down, and now we can all clearly see just how hollow and meaningless our lives are without them. Betsy Mendo says, Facebook and Instagram are down. I guess that's a good thing. A few hours respite for the poor kids who are bullied on those sites. All the adults in the room are hoping they stay down. And the last one I'm taking is from Vincent, who said, Facebook and Instagram, who cares? But WhatsApp and Messenger are essentially public infrastructure for huge parts of this planet. It varies by country, and that should come with some responsibilities to citizens. And that's how we end Joy News Interactive. My name is Mapito CBD. You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where Joy News on TV. You can also follow me on my personal handle. It is princess_PITSO on Instagram, Twitter, not WhatsApp. But should I give you my WhatsApp number? 054? No? No. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.